Well, we're below the spillway on Lake Balboa this morning. We've been here before, several times. And I want to try to get a picture of what I call Bridal Veil Falls. This is the first time we've been out, seriously, for a long time. I'm going down and look at the falls here and see whether I can get down there to it or not. It looks like I can. Depends on how deep the water is. Now I want to stand right over there. I don't know if my finger's pointing in the right spot or not. Right there where the creek makes kind of a curve. Here's the falls. Goes right around there. And I want to be down over there. And I think I can do it. Alright, I'm going to get myself over there. Before I got down to the falls, I wanted to take a couple of pictures on the upper side of the bridge, and I'll talk through those as to what I did. The first set of pictures was the lower end, down here in the lower left-hand corner, and then the next picture was the upper end, about in the middle of this picture. And I'll talk you through what I did on each one. Alright, this is the first picture from the bridge. And the composition here is real poor. There's no leading line. The rule of thirds wasn't used. There's just nothing good about the composition. This is nothing more than just a snapshot that I see people taking all the time while they're standing on this bridge. This shot is off of the bridge as well. I moved about 5 feet to the left. And the difference here is that you know where to look because of the leading lines. If you look at the lower left-hand corner at the little falls, why the creek then trails up, goes to the bigger falls. Also, the three bushes that are right this side of the creek, they also act as a leading line to direct your focus. So now you know where to look. My partner in crime here is filming this, and this is the first time she's had a GoPro in her fingers. And she's doing a real good job, considering this is her first time using it. But anyway, we went down below the bridge now, and I'm getting down to the creek level so I can get a shot of what I call Bridal Veil Falls. Right here, I'm looking around, trying to figure out how far back I got to get. I'm using a Canon D77 with a 35mm macro lens, which takes really good pictures when you're not using it as macro. And what I like about the 35mm lens is that on my D77 has a crop sensor 1.6. Why, that lens gives me 56mm, which is about what the eye can see. Plus, it takes really nice pictures. It's a high quality lens. And I like the look that it gives me when I do take a picture. Cat is panning around here to give you an idea of what I'm shooting at. I'm shooting at that big falls that's just disappearing from the scene. And there I am. This is my first shot below the bridge. The shot I came for. It's 35mm, and I used a 15-second shutter to smooth out the water going over the falls, which gives it a nice smooth look. The creek, starting down in the lower left-hand corner, gives you a leading line to direct your eye to the falls. Probably my favorite picture of the day. Here I'm moving up a little closer to the falls to get a different perspective. It was alright, but it was not my favorite picture. It didn't have what it takes. Well, here's that picture. The composition is not too bad, but the foreground is not real sharp. It's not really good focus. And I shot this picture at a 60th of a second. It gave the water a totally different look, which I don't like. It kind of stopped action there. This next shot, I got real close, probably closer than I should have. I was right on the edge there. But the only thing about the picture, I love the color of the water. Turned out really nice from that aspect. But as far as composition wise, it was just so-so. Well, I got my pictures took, and it's time to pack up and go home. It's been a beautiful day out there. Started out real good, and I think it's going to end good if I don't fall right here and break my neck. Well, I almost did. Not quite. I did make it. Well, there we are. A little hard getting up there, kind of huffing and puffing. And I heard someone on the radio yesterday saying something about everybody's got to have purpose in their life. That's why global warming is so popular. You know, climate change. Because that gives them a purpose. But I tell you, there can be great purpose found in getting in the outdoors, taking pictures, and sharing it with the rest of the world. I think that's important. There's a lot of people that can't get out. They're not able to get out. They're not in a location where they can get out. You know, if you live in a big inner city somewhere, you never see anything like this. So I think it's important to show the beauty of God's creation. So there we have it. Well, I'm going to go home now and process these, and you'll be seeing them as I take them, and I'll catch you on the rebound. Well, I couldn't resist. I just had to take one more shot walking back. The view up the creek with these two trees framing the picture, I just couldn't resist, so I had to stop, try one more before I go. Well, one last look before we go, so you all can see the area. A little slow-mo here, but the boss, she's pretty tired. She's walking slow, saying it's time to go home. I'm glad she's walking real slow, so I can catch up with her. Hey, thanks for watching. Be sure to share. Give me a thumbs up. That really helps the viewership. Tells Google, or not Google, but YouTube, there's people like to watch this. So I'd appreciate a thumbs up, and if you're in the mood and inclined to do so, why, subscribe. Hopefully, with the end of COVID coming soon, we'll be able to get out and get more pictures as spring comes on us. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Just shooting this at 4K, just see what it looks like, see if it's any better or not. We're headed back to the car, just kind of playing with the camera. GoPros are really neat if you know how to work them, but it takes practice. They do so much that you really got to practice. Of course, I've had this thing since March, and I've only used it once or twice, off and on. So, anyway, I'm going to end the video for sure this time. We'll catch you on the rebound.